very warm welcome to you. I'm Hayley Palmer. It's so good to have you here with me on today's show, especially as we are joined by Ryan and Josh from Dreamgirls, the musical. And here is what happened when I caught up with them. Ryan and Josh, it's great to have you here on the show. How are you doing?
Hi, we're good, thank you.
Yeah,
thank you for
really
having
good.
us.
Oh no, it's an absolute pleasure because I came to see you for the press night of Dreamgirls in Wimbledon, and I was just like, come on the show immediately. What a fantastic performance you did. And wow, what's it like being in Dreamgirls? Let's start with you, Joshua.
You know what? It's actually wild. Like, the whole journey from start to where we are now has just been crazy. Like, we did obviously the 4 weeks of rehearsals, and now to be at the point we're at now is just crazy. Like, I can't believe we've already done 6-7 months.
Yeah, it's gone really good.
Yeah.
It's gone really fast.
6 months already, wow. And Ryan, let's come to you. What's it like performing every night on that stage? You must get that buzz, right?
Honestly, it's actually amazing. Dreamgirls is actually one of my favourite musicals. It is my favourite musical. So being able to like dance to the music, to the songs every night is really great. And I feel like this show gets like such a good response from the audience. Even before we finish the first act, we've got people on their feet. It's a great feeling. It's really good.
I was that person on my feet. Can I just point that out? Because I have no shame. I'm like, this deserves a standing ovation. It's just wonderful. So we're going to put details on the screen below if you haven't seen Dreamgirls before, because you need to see it in your life. But we're going to go into Beyonce Listen. Are you guys singing this backstage as well? Are you like, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Every night,
yeah.
every night. Most nights, because when that song happens, we're actually not doing anything at that point.
Yeah, no, we're not getting changed or anything.
No, so we normally like sit and watch.
Catch us
or
all in the
sing
wing.
along, and we're there going, yeah, sing your heart out. Yeah, we love.
We need a
I love that
backstage
song.
camera crew, don't we? We need to have this.
Honestly, we do.
I say this should be like a TV show. Like someone should follow us around on tour and film it, because so much happens.
Yeah.
It would be fun to see.
Absolutely, yes. Bring it along. Well, here is Beyonce Listen, and I'll be catching up with Ryan and Josh after this.
Listen to the song here.
Now, I want to rewind to how everything started for you guys, because you're insanely talented. I want to know where that come from. I mean, I know you've both trained Ryan at Midlands Academy of Dance and Drama, Josh at SLP College. So, Ryan, let's come to you. Did you always want to perform?
No, actually. When I was growing up, I grew up quite academic, and I thought that I would become like an accountant or a psychologist. Was kind of the this sounds so strange, but yeah, that was the route that I was going down. And then when I was in college, I used to go to like not college, sorry. When I was in like secondary school, I used to go to like a drama after school thing, which was just like amateur dramatics, and we did Oliver, and I played Dodger, and like I won an award in like my local town. I won an award in my local town, and like when that happened, I was like, oh my god, I was like, I really love this. I was like, this is great. And then I expressed this to one of my friends at the time, and they paid for my audition for MAD, and I just went like on a whim, and then I ended up getting a full scholarship, and yeah, I just decided to do it because I loved it. And I'm so glad.
And then at that point, you were like, right, I want to be in a West End show. Did you have like, extreme focus then?
I was very determined at college, and like I always said, it's funny because my friends always remind me of it. Like I always said at college that my first job is going to be a UK tour. I was like, that's going to be my first job. I want to do a UK tour. And then literally after I left, I booked my first job was a UK tour. I was in Fame. And I did
Fame!
That. Yeah.
I love that show. I still like to jump off a table to that song. It's brilliant, isn't it?
I'm not going to lie, I can't listen to the songs anymore.
I used to be able to do a split leap, but I can't do that anymore in my old age.
Me too.
But Josh, let's come to you, because you did your training as well, but was performing something that you always had your heart set on?
Yeah, my story's a bit different to Ryan's, because ever since I was about 8, I went to watch my cousin in this show, in just like this little dance troupe in my hometown, and ever since I watched that, I sort of was like, that's something I'd quite like to try out and do. So I went for like a little taste a day, and then ever since then I started going every week, and then I added on lessons in the weekend, and then I just started doing more and more. So yeah, I've kind of known since I was like about 8 that I wanted to do this.
Wow, that's brilliant, because I think it's important to
Yeah.
just follow your dream, isn't it? I mean, I go into some colleges and schools and teach about following your dreams, and especially in musical theatre, you know, there is that hard work that you've got to put in behind the scenes. It looks all glamorous, doesn't it? But I think it's an important message, right?
It's not easy at all.
No.
It's really not.
It's really not.
And
It's a lot of hard work.
There's so many setbacks as well, like, especially with auditions, like, you're going to get so many no's, and I think a lot of people expect to leave, like, especially if you went to, like, a really good college, you expect to leave and get a good job straight away. Like, it doesn't work like that at all for anyone, so it's hard.
That's so true. Yeah, I think a rejection is an important lesson, because on Instagram, you know, we live in an Instagram world, you don't ever see people going, I didn't get that job. Yeah. But actually, how many times do we all in the entertainment world get a
Exactly.
no? So it is a really important message, isn't it? Yeah, definitely. My thing now is I just eat chocolate, get a delivery, cry, and then I get myself back up. That's my motto.
You've got to have that one thing that you do after you get a no, and mine is also ordering food.
It's all about the food, baby. Well, we're going to go into Josh's, your song choice, Good Days. Why this one?
Because this song reminds me of rehearsals. I'd literally listen. I'd listen to this song every day on the train into rehearsals, and it was just like a feel good tune to sort of get you ready for my day. So yeah, I love it.
We love it. Well, check this out, and I'll be speaking to the boys after this.
Good day, mama, safe to take a step out.
Now we have some questions from some of our lovely viewers. Amanda says, this one's going to you, Ryan. What is your favourite part of the Dreamgirls show? She's come to see it. She loves it. But is there a particular part that you just go, yeah, bring it on, I love this bit?
Yeah, I think my favourite part is the argument just before And I'm Telling... Well, that whole bit. So the argument into And I'm Telling You is definitely my favourite part. I just remember it so much from, like, the film and everything. And, like, when I get to watch it, I just feel like I'm watching Beyonce.
The first time we saw it in rehearsals, I remember sat side stage, I was like, this is a pinch me moment. Wow.
Every time... It still excites me every time I see it, like, every night. So, yeah, that whole section.
Wow, I know exactly what you mean, because usually, like, my mind starts wandering. I've got a short attention span, but when you're watching that bit, like, you're fully engrossed, aren't you?
You're just so
like,
in it.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely fantastic. And Josh, Amanda says, what is your ritual before going on stage, or do you have a ritual?
To be honest, we'll do warm up, and then I'll probably go and get a coffee or something, just to, get some energy for the show. Then I'll start doing my hair and doing my makeup, and I always have a lemon and ginger tea. So I'd say lemon and ginger tea is definitely a ritual for me.
Right, okay. Yeah, that's good, because I've heard that from a few performers, actually. That's the one, isn't it? And
it's so good for you. It's so good for your vocals.
I mean, and do you kind of go quiet beforehand, or are you gearing yourself up? What's happening? Because we just see the show, but we like to know what goes on behind the scenes.
Well, for me, it's a bit different to everyone else, because I'm not actually on stage for, like, the first 20 minutes. So the first time I actually come out is when I sing Cadillac Car. So I kind of am backstage getting everyone else hyped and, like, hyping myself while I'm there. And then I'm just backstage for, like, the whole first 20 minutes watching, hyping everyone up, really.
Yeah. And Ryan, how hard is it to get in the zone? Because, if you're having a bad day or you're just not feeling like it, like, you just have to psych yourself up, right? Because, every performance, you've got to treat it as if it's, like, your first performance you've done, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously, we're all human, and, and not every day you're going to come into work feeling the best. And I feel like when you're performing, you have to give quite a lot of yourself, like, physically and emotionally. So I always try and make sure the vibe in the dressing room's good. We always put on some, like, good music.
There's always tunes on the speaker.
And, you've got to suck it up and get on with it and give them a good show.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby, love it. Well, we're going to go into... Destiny's Child. Love them. So good. Ryan, why have you picked this song?
I love this song. Again, I'm a Beyonce fan. So yeah, it's a banger.
Woo, it absolutely is. Check this out.
Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I'm doing mighty fine. Last time I sing.
Now, I want to know more about behind-the-scenes gossip Dreamgirls. So let's talk about the audition, how it came about. Josh, let's come to you. When you found out you were going into Dreamgirls, talk us through those feelings and emotions.
Honestly, it was so wild, because the audition process, my audition process anyway, started pre-COVID, back in December 2019. So then if you fast forward now, like, what, a year and a bit later, it's now March, like, 2021, whatever, and I was on the phone to Ryan, because I remember saying, oh, I know a few people are finding out today that, like, they got the job, like, I haven't heard anything. And Ryan was on the other end, and he was like, yeah, like, I'm sure you'll find out. But at this point, he already had the call, and he knew he'd got the job. He just didn't want to tell me. Because he thought I was going to be upset. Anyway, as I'm on the phone to him, my agent called and told me, so I called him straight back. I was like, I got it. He was like, me too. And I was like, what? So, yeah, it was...
Wow, you both got the job together.
Yeah,
well, how amazing is that?
Yeah,
it's great.
pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Love that. Ryan, let's come to you. So how did you find out, and was it something you'd always wanted to do, Dreamgirls?
So what's funny is Dreamgirls was actually my first audition ever out of college. I was still at college when I first auditioned, so I auditioned in 2017, and I did so many rounds, and I really wanted it. And it is actually what helped me get my agent, because basically I just applied through Spotlight by myself without having an agent. And then because I did so many rounds, it made me get an agent, and then eventually I got told no. So then when I got told that I had an audition again, which was 2019, I was like, oh, amazing, because I still wanted to really be in the show. But then COVID happened, and I literally forgot all about it.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even remember that I had auditioned. Yeah. And then I got a call, and he was like, oh, they want to see you again. And I knew that Josh was going in as well. And I remember the first audition that we went in, because we went in together for a dance call, and I was like, don't stand next to me. I was like, don't speak to me. I was like, don't
we were stood at, like, opposite ends of the room. Like,
I was like, I don't want them to know that we're together, because I want us to get it.
Right.
And then, yeah, we got it. It was a nice audition process, actually.
It was.
Yeah.
I was going to say, talk me through the auditions for people at home that kind of don't know what goes on in these things. Is it, a singing bit, a dance bit, an acting bit?
Yeah, so... obviously, it depends what you're up for. I was up for... We were both up for some ensemble. So they send you music. They don't send you anything dance-wise, but you go in, you learn a routine. We did Step Into the Bad Side, which was our first call. And then after that, I think I went in 4 more times, I think. Yeah, I did. God. So I did five rounds altogether, not including the cell tapes that I did in 2019. But yeah, I went in 4 more times. I think I danced once more, and then I sang 3 more times.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And you have to prepare your own material as well.
Yeah.
And do you kind of know, have you got a feeling you're like, yeah, got this, got it down? Or are you like, oh God, no, I put that right foot out of place and stuff? No. You're quite hard on yourself.
Yeah. I remember on my final, I came out, and that day I wasn't feeling like vocally that great anyway. But I went in, I did my best, and I remember coming out thinking, well, at least I tried. I was like, at least I tried. Like, it doesn't matter.
I think as well, in my final, there was just me and 10 other boys. So I think, obviously, knowing that was the last round, I was like, well, they're literally picking 2 of us out of these 10 people. And, like, it's just, you've got to remember that there's so many other people that go up for it and that get to the very end, just like you. So then it is just about waiting for that call, isn't it?
It literally is just waiting.
Yeah, that call's got to be the worst. I bet you get a call and it's like one of those numbers and it's like, oh no, you're in an accident. You know, it's like, no, I don't want to hear from you. I need the audition call immediately.
Injury lawyers for you.
I feel like is it being on tour? Because I mean, you know, mentally being away from home. I mean, it's great that you're together, but is that kind of like a struggle being away, or are you just so used to tour life? Let's come to you, Josh.
I mean, the only thing I'm struggling with is packing all my clothes in one case, because
I would struggle with that too. I can't even just travel to the gym lightly.
Right, so packing my whole life for tour, which is on till 2023, is actually crazy.
I wouldn't know where to start.
Right, but yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like I'd be that person that would always leave a piece of clothing in each sort of theatre and each kind of digs and stuff as well.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're going to go into your next song choice from Mariah. We love a bit of Mariah, don't we? Emotions, why this song?
So I'm a massive Mariah Carey fan. I love everything about her. I love that she writes her own music. I love her vocals. And yeah, this is just a song that I grew up with. So
she's an absolute queen, isn't she? Well, here it is.
Really
Mariah Carey, Emotions. Enjoy this. I'll be speaking to Ryan and Josh on the other side. Ooh, Now, we have got a quick fire question round for you, Ryan and Josh, because we like to get to know our guests a little bit better. Are you ready? Are you scared?
I'm scared.
I am petrified.
It's nice, I promise. Okay, song that you listen to in the dressing room before you go on stage. We just talked about that. So, Josh, what song is the one that you're like, yeah?
Oh, probably 20-something Scissor.
Woo! Okay, Ryan.
Yeah.
Oh, my song, Forever by Little Mo.
Oh yeah, what
It gets everyone going, yeah.
Banger, love it. And really important questions here. Favourite emoji? Ryan, let's come to you.
Probably the laughing face, because I use it all the time.
Is it the laughing face on the side or just the laughing
No,
face?
just the straight on one,
Straight.
simple one. Yeah, I use it like every day.
A classic. Joshua, what about you?
Maybe the side-eye one.
Oh yeah,
The side-eye emoji.
Yeah.
It's always tea.
Just throw it in there, love it.
Yeah.
Favourite thing to eat after the show? Okay, we're going to come to you, Josh. You finished the show, you've been on stage, you're absolutely starving. What's your absolute go-to?
I mean, if I'm absolutely starving, it's going to be a burger and chips. Yeah.
It's got to be done, hasn't it?
It has to, especially after what we do,
Yeah.
You must be absolutely starving. I would have to just be in Five Guys immediately.
Oh, yeah, very that.
Ryan, are you the same?
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie. This whole week, every night after the show, it's been spoons, Wetherspoons, and I've got a burger every time.
Chicken strips. And,
They just know your order when you're walking in that door.
yeah, it's like on the back.
They really do.
Brilliant. And hidden talent. We know that you guys are amazingly talented, but is there a hidden talent that we should know about here on the show? Ryan?
I'm very good at drawing. I can draw quite well.
Oh, what do you like to draw?
Faces. I'm good at drawing faces.
Oh, that's a real talent and really quite hard to get right, isn't it? Don't do me.
No. I'm not professional by any measure. I'm
okay.
I'm quite good.
Okay.
I'm pretty good at it. Yeah.
Wow, okay, that is a talent. And Josh, what about you?
I mean, mine's not as creative as that. Mine's more of a party trick. I can whistle.
We love a party trick here on the show.
I can whistle with every one of my fingers. We'll
What?
whistle, but with each one.
Okay, you're going to have to do that for us now. Yes! That is a talent! I have not seen that here on the show before. We did not know that about you, Josh. We've learned a lot.
You have.
I don't know how we can top that, but we are going to go into Ariana Grande, so I think that's the only thing that could literally top that right now. So check this out, and we'll be catching up with them after this.
Heaven sent you to me.
Now we're going to go into the last song, but we also know that you have got an amazing YouTube video, which is just brilliant. I've checked it out, which gives a real kind of insight into tour life. So Josh, let's come to you. How did this all come about? Where did the idea come from?
So me and Ryan basically sat down together, and obviously we said that there's been couples there's been singular performers that have been on tour by themselves and vlogged it and stuff, but there's never been a couple that's done it. And we kind of wanted to show the insight to everyone else of what a couple would be like on tour, a real couple, and enjoying tour together.
Yeah, I think that's brilliant because it gives us a real kind of insight because we just see the show bit, but we forget this all kind of goes on behind the scenes. And Ryan, let's come to you. How much do you enjoy doing that YouTube channel? It must be a lot of fun to film, right?
Yeah, it's really fun. It's really, really good. And we did it as well because we wanted to keep memories, because it's nice to watch back and see where we've been, and because you do forget. Because we're in a new city every 2 weeks, it kind of all merges into one. So it's nice to have that visual,
yeah, it is
memory book.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really fun, and also because we started doing that, we actually do content for Dreamgirls as well. So we started doing their social media as well from that, which is quite cool.
Yes. Loving that. Well, we're going to put details on the screen below of how you can check that out. But meanwhile, I know that you guys are on tour. Is it till February 2023?
It's till March 2023.
Till March?
Yeah.
March 2023. So if you haven't seen Dreamgirls, you definitely need to see this in your life. Again, we're going to put details on the screen below. I know it is coming to my hometown of Southampton, to the Mayflower Theatre.
Yeah,
so I'm going to have to come along and see it again.
Yeah,
it's
come
my
back.
excuse, I'm going to have to.
Yeah, definitely.
But honestly, this has been such a pleasure to chat with you both, to hear what goes on behind the scenes, to see your party tricks, to hear about what you eat. We got all the goss on today's show, so it's been so much fun. Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much for having us.
It's my absolute pleasure. It's Ryan and Josh from Dreamgirls, everyone.
Thanks.
Huge thank you to Ryan and Josh from Dreamgirls, the musical. Just wonderful. And thank you to you at home for supporting the show. It really is much appreciated. Thank you. Now, I will see you same time, same place next week. Going to leave you with some Beyonce, and I'll see you then.